Welcome to Pandas Intermediate Part 9. In Part 8, we worked with a real CSV file and focused on inspection and preparation. Now we move to the most important skill in data analysis, case study thinking. Okay, in this video, we won't randomly write code. We will start with questions, use Pandas to explore the data, and then we end it with clear insights, just like real data analyst. Okay, so last time we took a CSV file. We are just continuing our part, but I already uploaded the file by changing the name to employee attrition. As we know, attrition is just people leaving or resigning from the company or reduction of employees due to age, resignation, or some other causes. Okay, so that's all about our CSV file. And let's move. First of all, let's load and reduce data. Okay, for that, I need to import pandas as pd with def equals pd dot read CSV file. Here, I need to give the file name, which is employee attrition .csv. And now we need to select some the columns. So for that, I named the variable select calls, and I'm giving department, monthly income, and years at company, job satisfaction, and at last, attrition. Okay. Now we are going to call df equals df select calls, and then head df dot head. Okay. So we don't want to analyze everything. Okay, we just want to select whatever we want to go through all that. So we reduce the data set to only what's relevant to our question. For that, I take up to 5 columns, which is needed for our analysis. Okay, this make analysis much more clearer and more focused. So we don't want something or everything that will mess our head. Also, it will not give a clean insights. Okay. So here we can only find the necessary data. As we look, we can find department, monthly income, years at company, job satisfaction, and attrition. Last time, while we get the head, we get a lot more columns. So now we sort it out into the necessary ones or the needed ones. Okay. So our first case study is 2 employees who leave earn less. We need to know how many employees leave. Is that because of they have the less income? So for that, we need to combine the attrition with the monthly income as to know about the reason behind the attrition of employees. Okay. So here, while we need 2 of them, we need a code, which is that I hope you say the GroupBy. Okay. So here we are using GroupBy with the attrition, and we use in square blocks the monthly income. Okay. We need to take the average of that. So this comparison tells us whether income may be linked to attrition. If employees who leave earn less or average salary, salary could be a contribution factor. Like here there are 4,787 yes and about 6,832 no's. So yeah, this salary is a factor that employees are leaving the company. Okay. So here we analyze without giving the GroupBy to know whether the employees are leaving because of their low income levels. Okay. And we get the answer. So earning less can dissatisfy many of the employees, right? To confirm it, we need a visual output. So we will get more clear vision about how it really works. Okay, for that I'm using box plot that we already worked with column name equals monthly income, and I need another column that is by equals attrition. Okay, so we get this. We use a box plot to understand, spread the variation, and not just averages. This helps us to confirm or question our numerical results. So here we get all this yes and the no's. Yes and the no's. Okay. So here we can understand that why most of the employees are resigning. It's just because is that the only reason is monthly income? Maybe. So we get it's a factor. Monthly income is a factor, or if they are earning less, can reduce the number of people leaving the company. Okay. Now our second case study, that is, does experience affect attrition? So last time we used attrition and monthly income. Now we need to use whether years of company is the factor behind this. For that, we just change it to years at company. So years at company often reflects experience and stability. And this comparison helps us understand whether newer or senior employees leave more. From this, the no's are higher. So it may be the best reason that employees leave. Okay. And our third case study is attrition different across department? Maybe some department has the similar works like a loop, so people will be fed up with that. So is that the reason, or it's just different in different department? Okay, let's do that. For that, we are using debt and attrition with income. Okay, here TF dot GroupBy, we are using department, then the attrition, then we need the monthly income. Okay, so here we get monthly income, department, and dot me. Okay, just check if everything is clear, anything is missing. Okay, we don't want this because we already placed. So here we are giving Easter is a attrition across different departs. It's different. We don't know. We will check. Now we will run this. So we need to also call the debt, attrition, and income. Okay, the intention is valid. Now, we combine multiple dimensions, department and attrition. This is where deeper patterns start to appear. So, human resource, it's about 7,000 no's and about 3,000 yes. But when it comes to research, it is reduced to 6,000, and sales, it's almost similar to the human resource. Okay, so as we understand that, the most no is comes from HR, and most SCs comes from research and development. So these numerical values can help us to analyze is monthly income depends or the attrition is depending on the departments or not. Okay. So to make it more readable, let's do something. Debt, attrition, income, dot, and stat. Okay. Here we are reshaping the data, makes patterns easier to read and compare. With analysis, it's always readable, so it is much more better. So while this is like, yeah, it's okay, but when it's come to this pattern, it works better than the above, right? So we need readable ones other than the just the ones to showcase. Okay, this is how intermediate skills or intermediate people work with pandas. Okay, in case study 4, our next question is: does job satisfaction align with attribution? Attrition. Let's do that just by giving attrition with the job satisfaction. So, salary alone rarely explains attrition. Job satisfaction add an important human perspective. So it's almost same, right? So we understand that both job satisfaction and the salary can be analyzed together to understand the core reason of attrition. Okay, so we need all For that, I'm grouping that. TF dot GroupBy. We need attrition. Then we need a job satisfaction. With dot me dot float. Here I'm using the Pandas bar and the title as job satisfaction by attrition. Here we can see average. Okay. So here we mentioned the kind bar and gave the title, and we are going to plot. So we use visuals to support insights, not to decorate the analysis. The noise little bit greater than this. So we get all this, right? Notice the pattern. We asked a question, we compared groups, we validate numbers, visuals, and we didn't overclaim or overflow. This is the difference between coding and analysis. Coding is important, but more than that, what to code and when to analyze is the code thing. Okay, so you should analyze everything before you code. Okay, now we get a simple bar chart, but the value of it is more than we think. Okay, so we validated all things with numbers and visuals, and we didn't do anything more or overclean or overflow. Okay. From this mini case study, we learned income differences may influence attrition, experience, and tenure matter. And also, we found department. Here, the department level analysis reveals hidden patterns. Okay, so also, what is more critical is the job satisfaction, which is at the um, importance to the attrition, the chance or the critical contest of attrition when it's come to job satisfaction. Okay. So these are exactly the kinds of insight analysts communicate to the stakeholders. So we done a lot. We go through taking the file and reading it. We select, we clean, we plot a box plot. We also learn to plot a bar and line, all that. We also compare it by group by, and now we do everything. Okay, so in Pandas Intermediate Part 8, we completed a real mini case study using CSV data. In the final part, Part 10, we will cover Pandas best practices, how to structure analysis, avoid common mistakes, and think like a professional analyst. Okay, so don't miss the Part 10, and Part 9 is our base. So really go through it, understand each codes, understand why we used all this, and the importance of group by. Okay, I hope this video is helpful for you guys, and thanks for watching.